Welcome back to another episode of the Jimmy Mullen podcast. I'm your host, Jimmy Mullen, and today we are doing another remote episode, and today I'm joined by Mr. James Newhook. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I exist in this world just like you do.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, guys.
To be on a podcast with you at this exact moment of time, it's crazy.
That's pretty insane when you think about it.
I just happened to be in this call, and then you just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I'm just like, hey, you should come on my podcast, and he's been pretty excited though for this. We've been talking about it for a while, and
you should bring up every single one of my tweets where I just say Jimmy Mullen podcast.
Yeah,
just put them all on the screen right now.
Like, I think like more than half the posts I put up, regardless of what platform it's on, whether it's like fucking Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, anything, he'll just comment Jimmy Mullen, like just.
I mean, it's a good name.
Yeah, I don't like. Well, thank you.
It gives you a comment.
I don't know how to respond half the time. It's just like it's like pyrocynical when he would comment pyrocynical on like random posts. Like it reminds me of that.
One of my most popular tweets is just a tweet from me, and I just said James Newhook.
It's just your name.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
That's fucking awesome.
I say that as if it got any bit popular, but like since I made a new Twitter account,
hey,
I've been taking
4 likes.
Road.
That's a lot. Mm-hmm. That's some numbers right there.
Whoa, bro, this doing numbers.
Yeah.
you get it, like memes, like Big Chungus and Reddit,
Fortnite Among Us,
Sussy Baka.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, my humor's gone down the shitter.
It's okay. Mine has too. So, how did we meet? We met through... I think I met you initially through Brandon and Harry, I think.
Could be wrong, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was something along the lines of that, because I know I met them first, and then I guess you were in a call with them or something. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
Like it's like
5
or 6 years now.
I'd say. 2017.
Yeah. And it's hard to even know, but all I can remember is that you're in that circle of friends, right? So then,
I mean, I haven't talked to you guys too much in the last few years. So I mean, like, I don't know. I guess just not being active on like Discord and things like that. I tend to do that a lot. I just like forget that it exists, and then I lose touch with people. But I mean, like, I stay following on, like, Twitter and stuff like that, so it's not like I completely lose contact.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. A little bit of history about James. He's had multiple YouTube channels over the years, right?
A few, yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be wrong in saying that.
Arguably, I think your most popular one was LOLOLOLOLOL0091, right?
Yeah, that was a channel that was originally my neighbor Morgan's channel, and I just kind of accumulated it because he's like, oh, there's a bunch of shitty stop motions on it we made like 11 years ago at this point, so I'm sure he's not that passionate about.
Do you know the origin of the username?
You get it. I think it's legitimately just a bunch of random letters and numbers he came up with, because he's not he wasn't born in 1991 and I wasn't born in 1991, so I think it's just random numbers and letters. I'll be completely honest.
All right.
That was an old channel that we had. We originally, me and him, we just uploaded some random shitty stop motions that we took some time to do. Everyone made shitty videos when they were a kid, but mine were just
I did too.
Stop motions. I made an iMovie, and they were something. I'll give it that. They're very awkward and very cringy for me to watch today, obviously. Just like anyone's would be, but like
100%.
I know charm, charisma, or anything like that. None of the good looks. I just hit my microphone, which is great.
Oh,
that's going to turn out really good in the recording. But none of the charm, the personality that you see before yourself today.
Right. So after you kind of transitioned, though, content, you started doing a lot of memes and shit posting. That was like your main thing for a while.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I didn't like do stop motions forever. Eventually, I sort of I don't really know what direction I would say I took. I guess next I probably just kind of went to the Minecraft phase, and then
that, everyone had a phase of making Minecraft videos.
Oh my god, everyone did. It was a craze.
Even I did.
In the same way,
I didn't even play it that much.
I know, everyone did. And the thing too about that is that I personally believe that like something like Dream Stands or something cringy now is going to come back, just like FNAF did recently, where FNAF now is like the hip new thing to play.
Oh,
and it's like the meme-worthy thing. Something like Dream Stands or something we consider cringe, it's going to come back around, just like these Minecraft Let's Plays have now, right?
Yeah, I mean, Minecraft did have a resurgence, so it's not impossible.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think
say it's very possible.
I would go back and do Minecraft Let's Plays. Maybe I'd do like a stream or two. I did a bit of Minecraft streaming in 2020 with a couple of my friends. We made a world on like the Bedrock edition, and I was streaming that for like a week or two. And then I played it again like a month ago for like a weekend. That was fun. But yeah. I mean,
it's a good game.
Yeah,
it's just...
I love Minecraft. I go back to it every once in a while. I mean, I love Minecraft. I go back to it every once in a while. It's a fun time. Nice therapeutic game and whatnot.
And I gravitated toward that for quite a while, I'd say. And you know, some friends I made from it, like actually the first online friend, I guess, even before all you guys I had was a Minecraft guy I played with. I think his name was Crafter Wizard. I haven't talked to him in years, almost 10 years now at this point. But like,
oh, wow.
He was the first person I sort of had an online connection with, right? And he kind of just drifted away, and then every once in a while he'll try to comment on my YouTube channel and be like, yo, it's me. I'm like, yo, what's up? And then nothing back, so... I mean, if for some reason he's watching this, what's up, dude? But he's probably not. But
oh wow,
I always point that out because it's literally he just types something in like Minecraft Hardcore, saying like check out my super cool YouTube channel, and I consider that him my first online friend, right?
That's pretty awesome. I go far back as like 2011 with like online friends. I made friends in like the Sonic stop motion community. Fucking. Big group of friends I made in like 2012 playing Mario Kart online, Mario Kart 7. Yeah, just a whole group of people. And then I don't know. I every once in a while I meet a new group of people, but it's not that often now. I think for Minecraft though, I think I've only made like one or two friends through that, but I haven't spoken with them in years. Most people I played Minecraft with were people I knew in person, like I went to school with and stuff. I didn't really know any strangers playing Minecraft.
I guess at the same time, the friends you already had established, you'd just be like, let's all go play Minecraft.
Yeah,
right? You wouldn't.
That's pretty much how it's primarily been with Minecraft at least. Yeah, I think like once every couple of years I find a new group of people. Like I ran like in 2017, I found like you, Harry, and Brandon. I hadn't made any online friends in like years at that point. So it was like, oh wow, this nice little group of people here, and then 2020, I met some people through Club Penguin.
Oh, that game, right?
Yeah, the rewritten.
I remember it. I was one of the few people who played that.
Only few, not too many.
It was a select
little niche game. I don't know if anyone knows about it.
I know. Me and you know about it because we're in the know.
Yeah, because we're cool.
Gamers, right?
We're epic gamers. When did you make the decision to start doing like shit posting? It was like
more or less. I guess it's like a phase, like everything. Like of
Yeah.
course,
I mean,
I started off.
That was what you were doing when I met you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just at the time, it's my humor, and just like I didn't have a direction with the channel. I'm just kind of like, whatever. I'm not gonna make a career out of it. So
yeah, you did like a 25 days of shit posting. I remember for December.
Oh yeah, and half them not claimed because one of them was you remember the Nutshack meme?
Oh, the Nutshack meme.
Like instantly got taken down because the people who made Nutshack are so self-aware.
In its prime, I think, during that era, 2016, 2017. Just
Yeah,
pure greatness all around.
Some very, very good memes, but like some of them are just so stale and dry now.
Oh yeah, now they just don't hit the same. I don't know.
Oh god, no.
I like when memes come back though. A lot of them come back because of nostalgia. Like I've seen a lot of like Annoying Orange over the last like few years.
Yeah.
Like ironic memes of the Annoying Orange.
Yeah, is he your favorite YouTube channel now?
Yeah. I mean, I unironically watched the Annoying Orange religiously as a kid for like a good 2 years. So like, I mean, I knew a lot about it already, and my brain is weird where like I remember like the littlest things. So like I had fond memories of like tons of videos from the Annoying Orange. And like a few days ago, a friend of mine sent me a fucking TikTok of like well, I think it was like the Ring parody they did.
Oh no.
And it was like the Annoying Orange like slowly coming out of the TV, but like they put like the Friday Rebecca Black parody over it. So it was just that song playing over the scene.
What year did this come out?
It had to be like 2011 or 2012.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because that is a song I have not heard in the greater part of a decade.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I gotta look this up now. What was it? The Ring?
Yeah, and I think it was like Annoying Orange onion rings.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah, they all turn into onion rings after
this was in 2010.
Oh wow, even sooner, even older.
Why is there live action people in this? I'm just.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was like a parody of The Ring, so like they were just like watching the TV, and then like the Annoying Orange was haunting them or something. I think it was I don't know. I remember them doing like parody weeks or something where like they would do like parodies of like a bunch of viral videos. So like I think like one week it was like Bed Intruder, the fucking David After Dentist, and like a few other ones. And it was like five days in a row a new video would be posted.
Yeah. This looks dated, super dated.
Yeah, I mean
especially when the quality can't go any higher than 360p. So
yeah, it's from that time. So
yeah, it's a time capsule.
The internet is a great place.
Oh yeah, especially for memes, porn. What else? What else is the internet good for? Communication,
archiving history.
Especially like Chris Chan.
Oh Jesus!
Stuff like Chris Chan.
Have you been watching the Gamer from Mars docuseries?
No,
on Chris Chan?
I've been trying to finish the Geno Samuel one. I've been trying to do it for years,
really long
but it's
one?
just
I never
so long.
Yeah, that's why I never bothered to. I think I watched like the first one, and then I realized that there were so many of them, and I just was like, I don't know about this, but I don't know if like I've watched the Gamer from Mars one so far. And I love those videos. Like they're very informative. And I only knew like the surface about Chris Chan. And then all of a sudden I'm finding out all of these very obscene things that went on throughout the history of his life and all of his antics.
The thing about Chris Chan is you cannot explain it to people, because if I say it's a man who creates his own comic book version of a combination of Pikachu and Sonic to avoid copyright, and then all this other shit that happens, I sound batshit insane. Especially when I say he's the most documented person in history. I can't introduce people to him or talk about it because I just sound batshit insane, right?
Yeah, I had seen like little bits and pieces of his work, like here and there, like the memes and stuff. I think like when PewDiePie talked about him or something. That's like as far as I knew. I knew about Sonichu. I knew about the whole like copyright thing that he thought he had the right to own the character and stuff and all this other shit. But I just didn't know it went as far as like, he would go out in public with a sign asking for a girlfriend, or getting like suspended from college because he was harassing people. But like
it goes very, very deep,
and he wouldn't take any responsibility for it. He would just shift the blame on everyone else. I just never knew it went that deep.
Oh my god, you that's barely even scratching.
Yeah,
the surface,
I know. I could go on, but like, I don't know. I don't want to make this like extremely explicit because if you want to learn more about Chris Chan, The Gamer from Mars is doing a docu-series right now. Each episode's about an hour to an hour and a half long. They're great. They're great videos. Very easy to understand everything that's happening. It's a whole mess. It's like a whole long history. I like a lot of this stuff was like happening in like the early 2000s, and like it's gone all the way from like the early 2000s to even now, and it's like, wow, this is like 20 years of history right here. Like he was saying things like 2005 and all that. I'm like, my brother was like just being born like at that time. Like the fact that it goes as deep as it does, I can't fathom that. Like the fact that someone can be documented that much.
More than any president in history.
Yeah.
Just any person. Nobody's more documented than Chris Chan is. Nobody.
It's just incredible. Does he have like a world record for that?
Chris Chan has to, but like, I don't know. I don't know if he'd I don't know, accept it or anything like that, because he is in prison now.
Is he in prison?
Oh no, you don't know, do you?
No, I know about the thing with his mom.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, Jesus.
No,
Christ,
I know about the thing with his mom, but I feel like because the Gamer from Mars, his series, like he actually went and met Chris Chan, like went to their house
in Ruckersville, Virginia.
Yeah, like went to their house, and like I think they had a friend that would hang out with them or something. They went to this restaurant and ate food. I think they did like an interview in a gazebo or something. I don't know. There's like pieces there's like an intro video in the beginning where it shows clips from that time, and then like the end of the episode shows a bit more, and then everything in between is just documentation on the history of Chris Chan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not complete yet. I think there's only 3 out right now out of like 5 or 6.
I'll put it this way, that there are entire 12-part documentaries talking about the Civil War or like World War II or Vietnam or anything like that. Ken Burns. But coming from a filmmaker's perspective, he would make an excellent documentary series. The fact that he's got like 3 or so on YouTube already.
Yeah.
Plenty of documentations on YouTube. Documentaries is just, I don't know. It's ripe for content. I'm imagining like, who do you think would be the best person to play Chris Chan in a Hollywood adaptation?
Oh, Jesus. I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to tell you either.
Yeah. Could you imagine that? Like a Chris Chan movie made in like 20 years from now?
Oh my god. And you'd have, I don't know, Gary Oldman as Rob Chandler or something like that.
Give it like 30 years. There's going to be movies made about like a bunch of these old YouTube phenomenons and stuff.
Oh my god. Even now.
Yeah, Chris Stuckman's making a movie about about this group of paranormal hunters. Like that's incredible on its own. He just raised $1 million through Kickstarter for that.
But I was more or less talking about like the Emoji Movie and what was the?
We're just touching the surface
some other ones? Now. Wasn't there a Bobblehead movie or something like that?
Oh, I don't know. I heard there's going to be a Funko Pop movie too.
That too. And I remember there was an unboxing movie that was announced, but it was canned like shortly after because it got clowned movie? Super hard. Yep.
What the fuck
I shit you not.
What does that mean?
How am I supposed to know?
What was the plot synopsis Sony? For that? What?
I think it was supposed to be a ghost story where somebody like opened up a box and it's like The Ring, except of a tape or something after you open the box and he was haunted or something like that. It was some dumb bullshit.
What the fuck?
Here, let me see. Unboxing the movie. Oh, unboxing movie to bring. This is 2018.
Oh, geez, this was like 4 years ago. Damn.
One man attempts to make the greatest unboxing video in the world. Not an easy task, as every twist and turn he unknowingly reveals more about himself than anything else.
Wow.
I think this is one that actually came out, but like either way, there was going to be a big production, just like the Emoji Movie, and it was going to suck.
That's just, oh god, I don't even know.
All I can say is I'm glad it's not out.
Hey guys,
so none of our questions
my unboxing movie in theaters, July 28th.
Here, let me unbox this very rare Pokemon.
Let me unbox
set
this
very
trailer
slowly
in the movie theater while you're watching.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 10-minute unboxing but stretch it out to an hour. So either you make it really slow, like you open it slowly, or you literally drag out the clips so it's just like 2 frames a minute.
Of unboxings spliced together.
Or that too. See, we should be working in Hollywood.
Or like just
that's
a movie,
3 ideas
like
right there.
Something going on in the middle of the screen that has nothing to do with it, and it's like inside of a box, and then they're just like slowly opening it up throughout the whole movie, or something. Some shit like that.
Some meta bullshit green screen.
I mean, hey, that kind of stuff is selling more now than ever. So
I think it would work personally.
Hell, don't even put it in theaters. Just fucking throw it up on Netflix. Anyone will watch it then. They'll be like, "Oh wow, new movie on Netflix. Let me watch."
Unboxing. Let me put it on for my child.
And then all these people like the Barney unboxing. Watch like 2 movies a year will like praise the fuck out of it, and then like everyone else would be like, "This movie was complete shit."
That's how I felt about. Have you seen Don't Look Up?
No, I haven't.
It was. It wasn't the worst, but oh my god, I did not like it.
No,
I didn't like it.
No.
What the movie is basically just trying to say, hey, get this. This person is acting like a certain U.S. president that you might know of. His name may or may not be Donald Trump. This person is an asshole. It's very wink, wink, nudge, nudge, but it's like to the point where it's just insulting your intelligence. Basically, in my opinion. Like, you can see where they're taking a lot of references, like to CNN and like how people would handle an actual apocalypse, but it's just, in my opinion, it's just way too tongue-in-cheek to the point where your tongue is actually ripping out of your cheek.
That's...
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, it's a little stupid. Sounds a little stupid.
Yeah, it was... I mean, I've seen worse films. Like, I guess the cinematography was okay, that sort of stuff, but like the actual, I guess, story and just how it was written is just, I don't know. It's like, Donald Trump bad. Let's make a joke about Donald Trump being stupid. That sort of humor, right?
Yeah, I got so sick of that humor after like 5 minutes of it being a thing, because everyone was just saying the same thing. It's just like, can you shut the fuck up and like actually try and be funny? This is not working. They would just milk the absolute shit out of it.
They had a joke where, like, I think Jonah Hill was playing the president's, or the president's son, and they were referencing like an incestual relationship or something like that, in reference to Donald Trump or something like that. It was very confusing. And it was trying to be more clever than it actually was, I felt, anyway.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I've seen worse films, but, like, it was a little more too preachy for my liking, anyway.
Yeah, I hate when movies do that shit, and, like, it's just kind of, like, too obvious. Like, at least try and, like, make it more creative.
I know. Well, to be fair, it was the #1 movie on Netflix for like 4 weeks or some shit like that.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, it had big stars.
Somebody had to like it.
Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio is in it, and Jennifer Lawrence, Jonah Hill. Like, that's gonna get people's attention, regardless of what movie it is. If you have those people like them in it, it's gonna get people's eyes on it. Plus, it's on Netflix, and Netflix is bigger than it's ever been.
Because of COVID.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, I had a sudden cough. That was not a worldwide virus or whatever. I am not stumbling on my words.
Everything.
You are.
You ever think about like where you'd be right now if it never happened?
COVID?
Yeah.
Probably where I am right now, which is in school, but school will be much better, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm in film school, right? And the difference with film as opposed to something like, I don't know, science, just science, period, is like you got to be able to hold a camera, right, in order to learn how it works. You can look at videos or you can look at the instruction manuals, but unless you're actually holding the camera, you're not really learning a whole lot.
Right.
You learn about lighting online, you could, but like unless you actually go out and light a set, you're not getting the necessary skills. So to have it in person, having film school in person like this one is, you know, it's a lot more beneficial than
that definitely makes a difference.
Having it online.
Yeah,
you tried to do it online, but for the first half of it, it was dreadful because it was just reading through slides as opposed to just making films, right? You got to do the theory, of course. You can do some of it online, but like you can't make a film entirely just off of Zoom, right? You got to actually be in person, have the cameras, have the microphones, which I think I just hit with my hat, which is just great.
Oh, wow.
And you got to have the actors and everything, right?
Yeah. So I mean, you could make a movie just on your computer. I'm seeing it happen.
You can, but depends on the movie and depends if it's going to be any good.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, you can't just entirely depend on that.
Like, I mean, a lot of the pre-production, like communicating with people to arrange times and what equipment we have, a lot of it can be done virtually, but like a lot of it is physical in person because, you know, to shoot a film, you got to have a camera. Exactly. You got to do it physically. So
yeah, look at Unfriended. Yeah, that was
very true.
I think that was like all recorded in like one house. And like
it might have been, yeah.
Yeah, I think I read something about that because I saw that in theaters. I was in like 8th grade when it came out, or something. Yeah, I think it was like all in one house, and I think like one of them was in like the garage. I think that was the only exception. But like yeah, like I mean it's possible, but that's not to say that everyone should do that though. Because you could do so much more.
Technically, anyone can be a filmmaker.
Yeah,
but it's just if you don't have the skills in place and you don't understand the rules, you can't break them. Then like rule of thirds or like lighting and whatnot, you got to kind of know the basics before you can sort of go off, break the rules, right? That shouldn't stop anyone from being a filmmaker.
No, definitely not. It's not even that hard when you look at it, though. I learned about a lot of that stuff in like high school and all that. I took like TV classes and whatnot.
Oh, you're lucky. Yeah. I had no such thing.
Yeah, my high school had a TV studio and like live streaming and whatnot. They did like school news. They would live stream all like the spring concerts and the school plays. And
oh my God, I would not to have an opportunity like that in high school. Yeah, I had no such thing.
It was so great. Shout out to Mr. Barry. Yeah, great times.
Shout out to him. Whoever you are, shout out.
Yeah, it was great times. It was a lot of fun. I like if you like go back to like older stuff from like 2018 to 2019, you can see me on there. Like I did like some of the anchoring and stuff for the news and whatnot. It's a little cringy, but you know, it's fucking school news. You can't like you can't expect much out of that. There's gonna be a bit of a cringe factor, but it was like a lot more like set up and all like that. We had a whole studio. Like there was like the studio room where we had like a blue screen you'd stand in front of, like camera set up with a teleprompter.
Oh wow!
Like hooked up to a whole rig, and then like a separate room for the recording, and you know the whole control panel and everything. It was.
What kind of school do you go to?
I just went to public school, and they just happened to have a TV studio.
You lucky. You're so lucky. I would have killed to have that opportunity.
I tell people that, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it was something else."
Not to like diss my high school, but
no.
There's no sort of stuff like that. Yeah. Hardly in mine.
Yeah, I wish more schools had it though. I think my teacher was saying like he's like a bunch of schools have like tried to hire him to like set up a studio like that in their school, and he just doesn't take it or something like that. I don't know exactly what the whole story is, but and like he's had a history in like television and stuff. He worked on like the Muppets, like a couple of other things. You know, his job at one point was to carry Kermit the Frog in a suitcase down a bunch of blocks in New York City for.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was.
Man,
yeah.
He must like tell you that all the time.
Yeah, he
must be so proud of that.
Yeah, when he introduces the class, like every year, he'll bring that up. There's like pictures of him on different sets and stuff. He's got like a whole photo wall of like a bunch of memories from like over the years of him teaching and whatnot. I'm on there a couple times.
That's actually dope, though.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Yeah, I miss it so much. That's like the one thing I miss about high school. Yeah. Everything else.
Lucky you.
Not so much.
Yeah, I'd be the same way, except I didn't have that, so
yeah.
I don't miss it. I don't miss high school.
Yeah.
Like, period, full stop.
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll segue, though. So
smooth, man. Smooth.
Yeah, totally smooth there. Yeah. So you like Smash Brothers a lot?
I've played it once or twice.
Yeah, just once or twice?
Yeah, just once or twice.
You made a lot of Smash videos, I think, in the time we met, though, I think.
I did have a phase where I played more Smash Brothers than I didn't.
Yeah.
Right?
Who's your
now
main?
I'm sort of... Which game?
All of them. Fuck it.
Fucking... I don't know. I usually play Captain Falcon, maybe a bit of Mario. It's just depending on what I feel. It's mostly been Captain Falcon, though. Because, you know... The knees, the stomp the knees, they're just beautiful. And then the frame trapping and all that good stuff. The spicy mamma mia, it's my crack cocaine.
Do you have any history with the competitive scene at all? Or like I think I saw like you dabbled in like did you go to any tournaments or
See, before I was doing this film program, back in 2017 I was originally doing an IT computer course right out of high school because it was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I don't know. So I went to this IT course, and that was in 2017. And then every once in a while, I go out to the tournaments out there. This is on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast now. But on the East Coast, the scene is a lot bigger. I was going 2-2 at best, but I went there for a number of years. And then I came over here, and now I'm starting to TO some of the tournaments that are here. But I definitely don't take it as seriously as I did back in 2019. Like, now I guess I'm winning tournaments, but like at the same time, it's like, it's just all for fun.
I've never been that good at the game. I was there for the hype train of like reveals of characters and stuff, and like I play it with friends, and that was like it was a great time to be alive. Following all that,
you can get deep into it, like especially if you're into the scene. Like everyone knows like specific combos and you know what stages are best and whatnot. I just push buttons and
100%.
I win.
I don't even. I think I tried to at one point, but like I was just never that good, and I wasn't committed enough to like really get better at it.
Because you really got to be committed and go for a long time. I've been playing competitively since 2017, right? So that's a long time, and I'm still not great. Like I can do okay, but like I wouldn't consider myself like amazing at the game.
Right. Yeah.
Above average. Like I play Smash Brothers, right? Like I play it more than the average casual, but like in terms of like competitive, I'm alright, I guess.
Okay.
And like everyone in the Atlantic Canada scene kind of knows me from the online era because I would compete in a lot of online tournaments. So.
Okay.
Everyone kind of knows me anyway. Even if they haven't played me or met me, they kind of know me. Some of them might even be watching this video, and if so, what's up, bros?
What's going on?
Shout out.
Thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. I have another question for you.
Yeah. All right, I'm waiting.
Who is Shanker 2020?
See, the thing about Shanker 2020 is you don't ask who is he, but what is he is a cultural phenomenon. It has been sweeping the nation more so than Morbius has. Hashtag Morbius sweep, more like hashtag Shanker 2020 sweep.
Oh, hell yeah.
But he's this all-encompassing figure that is the god of DDR and Captain Falcon, who gets pussy daily, right? That's what he does. And I'm completely bullshitting, but he's really good at DDR, and he is probably the reason I played Captain Falcon initially. But he's a good friend of mine.
Do you know him in person? Like, you guys are...
Oh, no. He's
okay. He's an internet
friend. Down in, I think he's like Florida somewhere now.
Oh, he's an internet friend. Okay.
He's one of the earliest ones.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember back in like 2017 when I was like starting to do YouTube again more frequently, when I was doing like my vlogs in high school, like you would comment on like my videos saying like subscribe to Shanker 2020, or like you'd put it in all of your videos, and like I think one day I think one day like I think I just no it was like this like introduction project to one of my TV classes. It was like you had to like, it was like to test out like using a microphone, I guess, like holding up a microphone. So like you had like these 6 lines, like 3 for each person, or however long it was. You have 2 people, and like you just record them having a conversation. So I think I just randomly ended it with one of them saying subscribe to Shanker 2020.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because you sent that to me like right away too.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Sharon and Erica for sitting through that for me. I really appreciate it.
And of course, shout out to Shanker 2020.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think they were just like, who the fuck is Shanker 2020? And I was like, he's Shanker 2020. I think that's all I said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all you need to say.
I don't know if I sent it to him or like you showed it to him and he found it or something, but I remember he commented on the video and he was like, wow, thank you. Yeah.
I don't think at that point he even was aware of what the meme kind of was, because it's kind of my doing.
Yeah.
Because like me, he doesn't like give a shit about YouTube. He uploads what he wants when he wants. But like,
exactly.
I just thought it'd be funny. I just like subscribe to Shanker 2020 is like a copy pasta, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it worked in a way though, because I wouldn't have known who he was.
Oh, of course, and you wouldn't have asked me on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Here we are now, like 5 years later.
He's someone you associate with me by the looks of it, by the sounds of it too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever spoken with him though, so yeah, like outside of that whole thing. So, what's up, man?
Yeah,
How are you?
He's an enigma to you.
Yeah, I guess.
Just a celestial being who's all-encompassing and just knows everything there is to know about DDR.
Okay. So I had another one here. Oh yeah.
Ooh, another segue.
Yeah.
I'm excited now.
You made a Q&A video in 2017.
Did I?
Yeah. And I asked you if Lightning McQueen had life insurance or car insurance. And you just, and all you said was that your name was Jeff. That was your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If I could pull it up, I would, but
yeah.
But I don't. Yeah, that was it.
It's probably privated now because a lot of videos on my older channel are just kind of unlisted because they're all shit. But
you should be proud of where you came from.
I do remember that though.
You should put them back up at one point in the future.
Maybe some of them I'm not as proud of because a lot of the times.
Well, you don't have to put all of them back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't really promoting my channel a whole lot because you know, I was kind of cringed out, for lack of a better word. Whereas now where I'm starting out, I'm like making sure that like, you know, I don't fuck it up in case like CBC or like, I don't know, some big cable channel looks at me and it's like, oh, he said a swear or something like that, and then fires me or like cancels me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be really careful nowadays.
So I was pretty anxious about that. I was in high school. I didn't even mention my channel to anyone And
I was the complete
did whatever
opposite.
I wanted. And oh yeah.
I wore that shit on my fucking chest. I was, well, not literally, but like, not on some Chris Chan shit, but like, I, like most people knew about it. Like if they knew me, they knew about my YouTube videos. And then like after high school though, like the people I met, like I wasn't really doing it that much, so I didn't. And plus, like I was working, and I like was around nobody that I knew prior. So. Right. Like, I didn't, like, tell anyone about it. I didn't, like, go out of my way to do it. It's not like I had, like, a viral video or anything I could just kind of throw into a conversation. I have, like, 500 subscribers, which is, like, nothing compared to, like, a lot of big channels or anything.
It's still a decent amount,
yeah,
though.
It's better than
say that.
Where a lot of people get to.
Like, a lot of people will shit on, like, 500, even 1,000 subs, but to be fair... That is not that bad, considering.
Yeah,
it's not enough to make a career out of, but
definitely
it's
not
that bad. Like you're just doing something on the side.
Exactly.
Like, I think it was Mason. You remember Mason, right?
Mason Conrad.
Like Mason of Delfino, whatever.
Nintendo News by Me.
I forget. Nintendo News by Me. I forget what he does now. He abandoned his channel now. He gave it to the Young Cavs, but I remember it had like 10,000 subs. Like when I was talking to him like regularly, and he only made enough off of his 10,000 subscriber YouTube channel to afford lunch like once a month, and that's it.
Yeah, it's definitely
so it's like it's worthless to pursue it as an actual career. At that point.
Unless you have like big numbers, which I mean, I was honestly surprised he didn't get as big, because he made good videos in the time he was making them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad he's doing well though.
Oh, absolutely. He's doing, like, graphic design and that sort of stuff. Last I talked to him anyway. He's doing very well, liking what he does. But YouTube wasn't his thing, so he kind of jumped ship from that. So,
yeah,
you know.
It's not for everyone. You know, you have a... I thought I was going to be at that point, too. But, I mean, look at me now. I'm back doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took a little while, but I think I finally found something that I'm passionate about, that I'm not like struggling to like do or like force myself to do. Like I'm really committed to this. Like I'm
absolutely. You're on episode, what is this, episode 22 now?
Yeah, it's probably going to be episode 22.
So, you know, that's a testament. Not many podcasts or whatever even get up to episode 20, let alone episode 22. So I'd be pretty happy with that.
I had a ton of friends, like, when I started it, they were like, yo, I want to get on. So I tried my best to get as many people on as I could, as quick as I could. Summer will probably...
I'm a testament to that, too.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of running out of people, like, at a regular basis.
So you reached down into the bag, the shit bag.
Well, I mean, like, because, you know, there's only so many people around me in person. Plus, people are away at college. So it's like, okay,
yeah.
You're great.
Yeah,
though.
not like someone else in the call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not offended though.
I know. So I was, and then I realized, I was like, oh shit, wait, I can do these over video call. I think it just didn't really occur to me that much. I think I was also just afraid of, like, you know, it not being as good or something. But I mean, it's working out fine.
Absolutely. And you're enjoying it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That is the most important thing, I feel, anyway. So if you're not enjoying it, what's the fucking point, right?
Exactly. I was doing, like, vlogs and stuff, like, in high school, and, like, it was fun for a while, but it kind of got a little tedious. And then, like, just YouTube as a whole, like, all the rule changes and the environment of YouTube, all my favorite content creators just either stopping uploading or, like, doing something completely different that I wasn't really fond of. Yeah, it just kind of demotivated me a lot.
Yeah, that's just what happens. Just things change, right?
Yeah.
Sad as it is.
Yeah, looking back at it, it's like a real night and day situation.
And you can, like, preserve that in a casket and keep it forever, though. Like, the specific era of the internet. Exactly. And, like, what you remember, who inspired you. Like, there's people I watched before that I haven't watched in long ass time that I can definitely say inspired me. I think one of the first guys I watched, let me see if I get his name correct. I think his name was Fancy Pants But there was a guy, his name was Fancy Pants. It might have been like XXX Fancy Pants XX or something like that. But like, yeah, it's Fancy Pants. He was one of the first content creators I watched personally, and he made a lot of Lego stop motions and whatnot. But he hasn't uploaded in 5 years now. Wow. But his videos were really, really good. But he hasn't uploaded in forever, and I would consider him one of my earliest inspirations anyway.
That's awesome. I think as far as I went with Lego stop motions, like watching those when I was younger, was Forest Fire 101.
Oh my! I watched a little bit of him too, but I don't remember nearly as much as I do with Fancy Pants.
Those videos were insanely good for the time. I feel like, like I had not seen anything like them. Like I saw a lot of Sonic stop motions, and like those were kind of hit or miss. Like looking back, but like like the Lego ones that he was making back then, like around like 2010, 2011, like for that time, I thought they were really good. Like, and even looking back, it's like wow. And he's just like, and then he just kind of changed to sporadically uploading. So I think he's more active now though. Like he started making videos again.
I think yeah. I haven't watched him at all recently, but like
yeah, I haven't either.
I would say so.
I think I came across his channel again, and I was like, oh wow, he's making videos again. Like it's pretty crazy.
Stop motions, they're so intricate, and there's just so much time and effort put into them that they're kind of timeless in a way. If they're done really well and professionally, they can stand the test of time, I feel.
Yeah, I like even I made them, and like I don't have those anymore. I wish I did, just so I could like look back at them. They're on like an old computer that's like in a dumpster somewhere.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't make them now though. That's a lot of time that I just don't have. Nor do I have a way I can make a fucking diorama or something, because I'd want to go all out if I could.
Oh my god, there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. But like stuff like Coraline or I can't remember if what are some other films like Coraline and
like from the
Wallace
same
and
studio,
Gromit. They're all stop motion.
Paranorman, Kubo and the Two Strings.
Wasn't Chicken Run too, right?
Yeah, Chicken Run, not Chicken Little. Chicken Little was
Yeah.
fully animated and with computers.
Chicken Little, more like Ted Nivison bottom text, am I right? Just please put up an image of Chicken Little and just have top text, bottom text, Ted Nivison bottom text, please. You'll laugh at yourself while you're editing, but trust me, it will be super funny and not cringe at all. Please trust me.
Okay. It's on the screen right now.
Now?
It's been on the screen for a good while at this point.
Has it now? Okay,
yeah.
You can probably... Can you do a very smooth cross-dissolve out of it, please?
Okay.
Nice. Now I'm telling you how to make your videos. I'm making your videos for you. That's why you got me on the podcast.
Yeah.
So I could
I really
tell you what to do.
I really appreciate that, man.
Good old filmmaking.
Yeah. Now that you've kind of moved on though from all that like shit posting and all that kind of stuff, like the stop motions and whatnot, you've gone into film school now and you're doing this film thing. How's that?
I think it's turning out pretty good. Obviously, the COVID situation affects it a lot, but considering everything I managed to do and be a part with and all the connections I made, I think it's turning out really well. Like I've only completed one film of my own. I'm working on a second that's in post-production now, and I'm also working on a documentary, which is all, part of my school, and I get graded on that sort of stuff. But I'm quite enjoying it. It's probably something I'll do for the rest of my life, as opposed to what I was doing right out of high school, which is IT, which simply put is not my thing. And, love all the guys who do it. Love everybody who manages to put up with IT. But if I was stuck in someone's basement doing that, personally, I would not enjoy it, lack of better words. So when I came to here, it's like a no-brainer, because I was already doing these stop motions for a while, and then these shit posts, and then a lot of just random videos, which I can't even classify, right?
Yeah.
Just whatever I felt like doing at the time. And a lot of that comes from like me just playing around with the idea of filmmaking for quite a long time. And it sort of is my passion. Mm-hmm. Like, have you seen my first film?
I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. I think I was
okay.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Actually, here I'll send a link.
Yeah, send me a link. I'm gonna watch it right after this.
No, you should probably watch it right now. Just pull it up, see if it works.
Okay. Doing this live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
It's just rickrolled me live.
You just got fucking rickrolled in 2022.
I can't believe that, bro.
What were your thoughts on my film?
Oh my, like, the fact that you sent
How
me
was
the
it?
fucking 4K 60 frames per second one too, like, you just had that ready. You were like...
Yeah, of course. So if I sent the original link,
fuck you,
you'd be like, oh, I recognize that.
No, I don't think I even would,
appreciate it.
honestly. I probably would have clicked on it anyway.
Sure. Yeah,
oh my god.
You probably would, because I was holding back my laughter so fucking hard. I'm dying. Well, I can't wait to see this on TikTok. Hi, TikTok. I rickrolled Jimmy live.
Dude,
right,
I had to turn it off, like, because, like, I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get, like, a copyright claim or something.
What do you want me to put on my tweet, my epic tweet? Let it be known that...
Yeah,
this is an important moment in history.
Yeah, I'll retweet it right away. That way they know we're recording it right now.
Got Rick rolled in 2022. Lamau. And I'll leave it at that.
Jesus Christ.
When you woke up this morning, were you expecting to see Rick Ashley on your computer screen?
No, I wasn't.
Well, now you have.
The fact that it was the fucking 4K 60 frames per second one too gets me the most.
Well, again, like I said, because I figured you would have recognized the link.
Yeah.
So I have to get a new one.
I remember I first saw that and I was like, wow, this looks incredible. Like the visuals of that video. I wish they did that more with things.
Yeah,
like
it's just the computer doing that though, right?
Yeah.
It's not like sometimes they take like the original footage and upscale it. Like I think it was there was some Queen video. No, it was Band-Aids Last Christmas, was it not? I think they found like the original footage, the original film reels, and then like converted them properly. Wow. But then sometimes you have really shitty productions that like turn up the sharpness and call it a day, like All Star. Like there's a good video by Tom Scott who goes over all of that. And like if you pay attention to like the restoration and like the upscaling in All Star, the YouTube video, it's abysmal. But it's just somebody like me getting paid like $2 to upscale it, and there's like, oh, who fucking cares? It's just All Star. Just turn up the sharpness and call it a day.
It's good for a meme though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or you could do
has like what,
the better option.
Million views.
Oh yeah. Or you could do the better option and just get a computer to upscale it for you.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to thank you for that. Like you're doing some real shit. Like.
Yeah, with Rick rolling people in 2022.
Yeah. That's incredible.
I'm glad to be of service.
I feel like that's an incredible feat on its own.
That you walked right into it. That's the thing too. You literally walked right.
Well,
into
what did you expect? I
like I
we were talking about your movie,
and there's no preview. And like
I just figured you were sending me your movie so I could watch it. Like
especially when I said watch it right now and not watch it later.
I don't know. I figured I'd like get a little sneak peek of it and I'll show it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I could send you over like actual footage.
Yeah,
of the film.
I'll leave a link to your stuff in the description though. That way people could check you out.
I mean, I could actually talk about my real film now.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. So, would you like to still?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
We can. Have you seen my first film I did last year? By chance?
I think I saw the trailer for it. I don't know if I actually... I think I did. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Are you talking... I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the one that's called The Weber, right?
I think so.
Because that's the one where I was an assistant director and
my memory's pretty foggy the editing. From the last
but I'm
few
talking
years.
about like... Here, let me pull it up. This is the actual link. Trust me, it's not a rickroll.
Okay.
But this is my student film from last year, right? So we did this. We had to go through the production of making a film, quote unquote, and whatnot. This one I took. It was a true story that I took from my hometown. In short, it's a family. In the 1950s on a remote island, basically, who are like, oh shit, we need a dress for communion, right?
Yeah.
But they're on a remote island, so they have no resources and can't do anything. So they're like, okay, what are we going to do? Because at that point, communions were a much bigger staple of, culture and just a bigger event. So when the mom's out berry picking, this parachute just falls out of nowhere. I have no idea where it came from. She doesn't know where it came from. Her daughter, who told me the story, doesn't know where it came from. But it was beautiful silk, and they managed to make a nice dress out of it. So I was looking around for stories initially, and I heard this one. I'm like, for my first film, basically my first film ever, I think it's pretty doable. It's a simple concept, and I think it turned out excellent. Obviously, I can look at it now. I'm like, maybe I should have lit that a bit differently, cut that a bit differently. But like, considering it's my first film, I think I did a great job, and it represents my hometown well. Like, I've shared it with everyone in my hometown. They all love it and whatnot, and they're like, oh, I recognize that person that's being played and whatnot.
That's awesome, man.
The thing, too, about it is, with this film, I had to edit in Avid. Do you even know what Avid Media Composer is?
I don't think I do.
It's the industry standard. Now, I will probably get shit thrown at me, but from my experience, I've edited with Adobe Premiere for 10 years. That's like driving an automatic car, right? You've been driving an automatic car for like 10 years, and if you switch to something like Sony Vegas or like Final Cut, that's like going from a Chevrolet to a Mazda or something like that. Using Avid is like learning how to drive a manual for the first time.
Okay.
It's abysmal.
Yeah,
everyone
I've
used
ever
Premiere
talked to now for like 6 years.
But it's industry standard, right? So I had to learn how to edit it with Avid, and I mean, it works, but like I have the key commands to Premiere etched into my skull. So trying to even just like drag a track or whatever, just trying to do the simplest things in Avid, I could talk for days about it, but it's oh my god, I'm not a fan of it, but I'll probably have to use it. So I'll get used to it, and I don't know if that's Stockholm syndrome or what, but it's at the current state, I am not qualified to use it just yet because I still need to understand how it even works.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm rambling.
No, you're
If you don't know me personally, I'm one to ramble, especially when it comes to Avid. Anyway, not only did I have to use Avid, I was originally going to shoot this, I think last year, I was going to shoot this in like March or February. But the problem was the school was locked down then because there was a massive outbreak. So then around this time last year, which is like a month before the semester ends, we were scrambling like, oh shit, what do I do? How do I get actors? How do I do this? Especially where it's a true story. I didn't want to like recast like the lead actor who's like the mother in the story. I don't want that to be somebody different, right? I want it to be a female, right?
Yeah.
So literally no one on the campus can help us. No one else outside of the campus can't come in, right? So it was a last minute scramble, and then my instructor had to basically go to his boss and be like, what do we do, Lamau? So then we found there was this woman who I think she's from the area, and she's does hairdressing, but she offered to help me out. And she did an excellent job, I gotta say. Everyone,
well, that's good.
Even though, like I'm saying, we scrambled last minute, the people we did find, like one of them is one of my classmates, another one is one of my instructors. They all did an excellent job, I gotta say, and
that's awesome.
It turned out great in the way, and I'm really happy about how it was acted, and it was a great learning experience. It was a scramble to try and get everything initially in place because we were shut down for the longest time, and I couldn't even get into school to do it. It was hard enough to even get the rights to shoot on the school with having people coming in and out and whatnot during COVID. So,
right,
yeah, that was something. I released the film. When was this? July 10th. That was when I just uploaded to YouTube. But after that, I haven't submitted to many film festivals or anything, but I did submit it to one, which was CB Nui, which is a after dark arts festival here in Corner Brook. But they had me on, and they had a quick interview with me in a similar vein to this, except with less shits and fucks, right?
Right.
And I talked more in depth about the film and stuff like that, and they even had the woman, Miriam Council, who, that was the daughter from the story, because she has a whole CD based with full of these stories. So this is just one of the many stories that I took from her. She was on, and I was kind of a part of that festival, so that was a really nice feeling, I gotta say. And I'm
That's awesome,
pretty
man.
proud of how that turned out.
Yeah, from what you're saying, you seem like you're really committed to that, and I respect it a lot.
You gotta have a lot of commitment when it comes to the film industry.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yeah, as far as I've gone with shit like that, I've never done anything on that scale by any means.
Mm-hmm. And this is just a student film, to be fair.
Exactly.
First year student film, and I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah. People are like, oh, why don't you, do stuff in film? I don't know if I've ever really been interested in that, doing that myself. Because, it's a process. You got to be dedicated. And, I think I'm just more of a fan of, making, YouTube-style content. But, it's different for everyone.
The thing about film, too, is that, you can be the guy with the beret, the director, but there's plenty, and I mean plenty of different fields to get into.
Oh yeah,
you could be just focused on the sound.
You could be a producer. You could be a sound person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when people say I can't get into film or whatever, you have to narrow your skill set. Like me, I think I'm more focused on the editing side of it, and maybe somewhat of the planning, and maybe a few odds and ends with compositing, but right. I'm not the biggest lighting guy. I'm not the biggest sound guy. That's some places I might need to work on it myself, but if you have a passion for even there's guys hired just to decorate the set, right? Every single prop, every single piece of clothing is all meticulously chosen by hand many months in advance, right? There's a lot more that goes behind the scenes than most people think, and I think it's good to get that out there that, there's the stigma that you have to be the beret-wearing director in order to be in the film industry, but there's so much more to it. And
there really is.
Hard work.
I learned a lot.
It's physical work, but
in high school about that.
There is a lot of thinking that goes on behind the screen in order to create the final product, which is usually a film, especially Morbius, which is, a cinematic masterpiece.
What did you think of Morbius?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard
haven't
it's
even
incredible.
Seen it. I saw it opening night with my girlfriend and her brother.
Why?
Well, she was really excited about it because she loves vampires and she loves anti-heroes. So
does she even know she knows who Morbius is?
I don't think she really knew Morbius going in.
That's fair.
Because I think
unknown character.
I don't know what movie it was we went to go see, but a trailer for it was playing, and her jaw dropped watching the movie, watching the trailer for it, and then we went to go see it. The theater was practically empty, and I think it was us and maybe 2 or 3 other groups of people of 2 or 3, and in this really big theater, and like, and she was just disappointed, like and I felt so bad because like she was really looking forward to it, and I was already hearing like the movie wasn't great, and they cut out all they had Spider-Man stuff like in the trailers, but none of that stuff is in the movie. They cut it out.
It's like a reverse No Way Home trailer where they cut out Spider-Man but put him back later. So it's the exact opposite where they
like the whole like
they had Spider-Man,
but there's like a picture of Spider-Man on a wall of a building that says like murderer. That's not even in the movie. The Oscorp building is in one of the trailers, not in the movie. But the Vulture's in the movie. But
I heard about that. Yeah, Michael
Keaton. They demoted him to just the post-credit scene though, and like he's only in it for like 2 minutes. And a lot of the stuff that's in the trailers wasn't shown in the movie. And it also doesn't make sense because they bring him in as a result of Doctor Strange doing his spell of like sending everyone back to their universes, but somehow he just ends up in the Sony universe. It doesn't make any sense. And like he's
trying to
he like
has high expectations, right? And it's trying to deliver, but it's just failing.
Yeah, he like pops up in a prison cell, and like they release him because there's no record of him like known to man because he's in another universe. So they just let him go. But like he shows up in his prison uniform. So now all of a sudden it cuts to like cuts back to the credits, and then another scene plays where Morbius and him meet up, but like he has all of his Vulture tech.
What?
Yeah, it's like, oh, and then he's like, oh, I think it has to do with Spider-Man that I'm here. Why don't we team up? But like Spider-Man was not mentioned in the movie at all up until that point, and we haven't seen Spider-Man in it. They did say it's in the same universe as Venom though, but Spider-Man hasn't popped up in any of those movies.
Yeah.
And I think Sony said they're gonna reveal who the Spider-Man of the universe is. My money's on Andrew Garfield, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it seems like a whole mess of a situation, and they're just trying to latch onto it as much as they can, and I don't think it's working.
Like
and
Michael
they have
Morbius
more.
Is an interesting character too, but like if it's not edited well, it's not scripted well. Then
I think
fails
it's. I think it's right? Like it looks. There's a lot of really good visuals in the movie, but it just it's really short. It's only an hour and 44 minutes, I believe, including credits, and it ends so abruptly too, and it's just really underwhelming. Like I just I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. I was like, this is kind of bad. Like, and I gave it a 2 out of 5 on my Letterboxd.
500 on Rotten Tomatoes, 10 out of 5.
I think it got like a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, you're reading that wrong. It's 170%.
Oh yeah, that's
Come
right.
on, man, it's sweeping the nation. The reason your theater is empty is because somebody bought all the tickets because they didn't want them to go to waste. Yeah, that's what happened because it sold 1 billion tickets or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think it only made like I don't even know. I don't think it made very much in the opening weekend.
No, I think it actually made a somewhat decent amount. I think it was like 80 million, which is not bad, but like it's not 80 trillion tickets, right?
Yeah, it's not on the same level as Spider-Man No Way Home or even Eternals or Black Widow.
39.1 million over the weekend.
Yeah, that's nothing.
On a $75 million budget. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, and there's more down the pipeline too. Like they have a Kraven the Hunter movie coming out and a Madam Web movie coming out. And if they're in the same vein as this movie, I don't know how I'm feeling going in.
Yeah, it depends how much money it's made. Like it's made back its budget with $3 million to spare. But
yeah, well, even
that doesn't
even
necessarily mean
the movie as a whole. Like I really hope that they figure out what the hell they're trying to do, and like fix the issues at hand instead of just trying to scramble to make a movie to keep the film rights or something, because I feel like that's just what's happening at this point.
Right.
They're just trying to, because they see like, oh, if they have Spider-Man in the MCU, they're gonna make money. Well, yeah, because Spider-Man's in the MCU. I think they're just missing the point entirely. Like, yeah, you can make these spin-off movies, but like, why? It's like, why not just
like, there's got to be a reason for it, right?
Yeah,
like I can make a film about fucking, I don't know, this McDonald's cup here. I can make an entire film about it, but like, why?
Yeah,
like, there's got to be
exactly.
a purpose. Unless it's like a parody, but it's not.
It's
parody,
not,
right?
though. They're trying. It's trying to be more serious than it seems like, and like it just. And plus, it's only PG-13. Like, there's a bunch of scenes where like there could totally be like a ton of blood, because he's a fucking living vampire, but there's like barely any blood in the movie. It's like, what's the point? Why not just make it rated R? I feel like they could make so much of a better movie if they could go all out, but they limit themselves so much. It's like, what's the point? I mean,
I want you to quote yourself when you say there could be a lot more blood. End quote, Jimmy Mullen, 2022.
Yeah.
That's a good quote. Put that on your tombstone.
Yeah. Definitely.
Have I ever told you what I'm going to put on my tombstone?
No. But I'm curious.
I think I'm going to put on my tombstone, I'm literally just going to have the YouTube hyperlink to Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh, that's great.
I'm
Is it
totally
going to
do
be the original video
totally.
or the 4K 60 FPS version?
That's a good question. That's something I got to come up with. I don't plan on dying anytime soon, so.
Well, that's good.
I mean,
that's always good. Live life to the fullest.
Yeah, very true.
Well, this has been a conversation with James Newhook. Thank you, my friend, for joining me all the way from Canada, the most distant episode so far.
Canada isn't real.
Oh yeah. If you think it's real, something wrong with you, man. What are you doing?
It's a giant amusement park built by Americans.
It's North Michigan. That's the actual name.
It's worse than Ohio. Imagining big in Ohio.
Yeah. Fucking Ohio.
No offense, Ohio. It's just a joke. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, Ohio. I'd love to come visit someday. I've never been there. I really want to, though.
Scott the Woz.
Yeah, Scott the Woz and Chris Stuckman and nothing else.
And that's it.
Like, that's it.
Nothing else there. Yeah.
Thank you for being here, James. Much appreciated.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Thank you for allowing me to make shitty jokes for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, no problem. Would you like to shout anything out that you're currently working on?
Currently, as I've mentioned before, I'm working on a new film for my second semester, as well as I'm working on a documentary, so I hope to have some updates soon. The latest they'll be out is probably June, I'd say.
Okay.
The very latest, soon. But I'm hoping to have at least the film done by like late April, maybe, at the end of the semester, so that'll be on my YouTube at James Newhook, at Newhook99 on all platforms. Yeah.
Go check him out. Links below.
Watch my film. It's not a comedy, despite the way I make it out to be. It's a good film. My new film is also going to be pretty good. It's going to be black and white as well.
Ooh.
And it's a ghost story, kind of. So
that's cool.
I'm excited to reveal more about that soon. You'll have to keep up to date on all my socials, but that's going to be fun. And, yeah, unless you got anything else you need to say or shout out yourself on your own YouTube channel. Yo, check out this guy, Jimmy Mullen. I heard he does pretty cool stuff. You can look at him at a completely different channel called the Jimmy Mullen Podcast. It's pretty underrated. I don't think many people have heard about it. Have you heard about it by chance?
Yeah, I heard he's a pretty cool guy, I guess. I don't know. I hear stuff
I heard
there.
I heard he's pretty cool too.
I've heard more stuff pretty recently. He was kind of inactive on YouTube, at least for like good 2-3 years, but I think he's started to pick up steam again.
Yeah, he made one Shanker 2020 video and then he just disappeared.
Yeah. Such a weird guy.
I know. I think the only thing I can say now is just subscribe to Shanker 2020.
Yeah, please. Subscribe to Shanker 2020. If you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, leave a comment, share with your friends, hit that subscribe button, turn on post
share with your enemies. Why not?
Yeah, share with your enemies. Fuck it, man.
Share with your boss, share it with your wife, share with your dog, share it with your instructor you probably haven't talked to in 5 years, share it with your high school, share it with the president as well, share it with Joe Biden, share it with Donald Trump, share it with everybody you know. Yeah. Everyone deserves to watch this.
Yeah, everyone. Everyone. If you're listening on the audio platforms, whether it's Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, whatever it may be, drop a follow or a subscribe, whatever it may be. Leave a rating. Much appreciated. Be sure to also follow the podcast on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Much appreciated.
Do it.
If you do that.
I'll love you a lot James. If you do that.
Yeah, thank you again, James.
Thank you for having me. Good luck with the rest of your podcast, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys
for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace out.
Peace.